Alright, what's going on guys? It's Oh My God Techie here, and today we are doing a little bit of a different video. So today we are going to be doing a sort of update video because I noticed I checked on my channel this morning and I think it said I didn't post for the last 12 to 13 days. So almost 2 weeks now that I haven't posted on this channel. So I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you guys. So I know it's bright behind me, but I'm sure you guys can still see my face. This is the only place in my garage that I could find this to set up the camera like this because I don't wanna be holding it and just walking around like I always do, because honestly, it does get tiring on my arm, believe it or not. And the camera is just bouncing all over the place. But if you guys saw my last video on the turbo teg, I had a major vacuum leak and I had some other problems as well. So oil was spewing out of the sandwich plate because I forgot to put this little bolt in. So that got all over my driveway. So my parents got really mad at me for that. I had to clean that up. It was honestly probably 3 or 4 quarts of oil like all over the driveway, but it's clean now. But the sucky thing is I couldn't move my car because it was on jack stands, and I didn't want to push it back up the driveway, which I probably should have, so that I didn't have to crawl under there and clean it all up. But that was one of the problems on the turbo teg. Now the second one we had was a vacuum leak. Now I found a little vacuum leak on the back of the intake manifold. There was a little pipe where hose is supposed to go. It's like a really small one. It's almost as small as the vacuum hose for the fuel. I think it's the fuel pressure regulator. It's about that same size, and I'm gonna block that off because it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm probably gonna end up using that for my boost gauge. But as of right now, I'm just gonna block it off until I set up my boost gauge. So that was one of the vacuum leaks. Now I can't find any other vacuum leaks anywhere. So I haven't even started up the car again yet because I'm a little bit too worried, because I'm pretty sure a little hole like that would not cause the car to idle at whatever, it was like 4,500 RPM plus it just kept going up. So there's obviously something more wrong with that. I checked around the intake manifold, tightened the bolts, looked everywhere. I checked the actual throttle body gasket. There's nothing really anywhere that I could find that is wrong, and I'm just scared to start up the motor again because it is kind of a fresh motor and I don't want to have it idling at 5K. It doesn't surge, it just stays there, and sometimes it even goes up. So that's not good. So I'm gonna have my tuner come down tomorrow and try to help me find it, because I don't really want to start up the car anymore by myself, because there may be something really obvious that I am missing for some reason. But I'm almost positive it's not that simple because I checked all the vacuum lines on the intake manifold. Everything is connected properly. I put in the little fast idle control valve, that little wax plug in there. Did that, turned it back 2 turns, and yeah, so I don't know what else could be the problem. So it'd have to be a pretty big vacuum leak for my car to be idling at 5K. So I'm either just completely missing something that I have no idea, or something is wrong and I can't figure it out. Maybe there's a crack in my manifold somewhere that I don't see. I do not really know. I didn't really inspect it too much when I took it out of the box because I was just trusting that it's brand new and it doesn't have any cracks. Didn't drop it on the floor, nothing like that. So not really sure what the problem is, but hopefully we get that all figured out tomorrow. The tuner is coming tomorrow night, and hopefully we get everything figured out. If he can't figure it out, I'm gonna have Alex from Alley Garage come in, help me Saturday morning, and we'll see if that helps. So basically my tuner can't figure it out, then I'll call up Ali, see if he could help me with it. But pretty sure we will get it resolved by tomorrow, hopefully. And I just have to hook up a couple other things, and then the Teggy is ready for the dyno tune. So that's it for the turbo teg. Just have to hook up the VTEC pressure switch and all that, the whole VTEC harness to the ECU, and then also the Mac boost controller, and hook up a couple more vacuum lines for the turbo and everything like that. So, but I'm really hoping that my turbo is not blown, because I did take off the oil feed line and I noticed that there was no oil going through there. So hopefully it is not blown. I had the car on for probably less than, I don't know, 3 seconds, and probably like a total of 8 seconds combined with all the startups. So I'm really hoping that it is not blown. The turbo was lubricated when it was from the factory, so I really hope that it's not broken, because it wasn't under any load. It was just in neutral, so I don't think it'll be blown, hopefully. Otherwise, that's another $300 to $400 down the drain just because of something stupid like that happened. So we'll see, but this time when I turn on the car, I'll definitely try to prime the car a little bit longer and see if we can get some oil through the feed line. But there was definitely oil pressure in the motor because of all the oil that was all over the ground from the sandwich plate, and I had a bunch of assembly lube in there, so not really worried about the motor. So that is it for the turbo tag. Hopefully we get everything resolved, like I said, tomorrow or Saturday, and hopefully we will set up a dyno tune session for the week following or maybe the next week once I hook everything else up. But now as far as the $500 tag goes, I got it to pass smog. Believe it or not, it passed. But honestly, there is quite a few different problems with it that I just don't really want to deal with right now. Now, it's not going to cost that much money to fix. It's just, I don't want to be putting more money into a separate car when I still haven't even finished the turbo car. So I kind of just want to finish my first build first and then, you know, go from there. I know I was going to use the $500 tag for a daily, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore because, like I said, I don't really want to be putting money into two separate cars right now. And so far my parents have been nice enough to let me borrow their car for wherever I need to go. You know, I'm out of school, it's summer, there's nowhere really to go except friends' houses and stuff like that. So they've been nice enough to lend me their car whenever I need it, so that's great. So it would have been cool if I could keep the $500 tag for a daily, but I just don't want to put any money into it. The only things it really does need is a rear wheel bearing. I think it's the right rear wheel bearing. It needs the right rear wheel. Okay, okay. Yeah, it needs that bearing. It needs a front sway bar link because I don't know what the heck happened to it. It's like popped out. One of the bolts on the what is that? The power steering or the steering rack, I guess, broke off when I was steering or something because it's gone. It's just randomly gone. So one of those bolts is gone, but it's still secure in there. It just needs to, I guess I need to put a new bolt in basically. It will need some new tires eventually. Right now they're okay, but it does need an alignment. So that's, you know, kind of, I feel like you would kind of just want to do the tires and alignment at the same time, just because if you're gonna do the alignment anyways, may as well just put out the extra cash, get the tires, and just do the alignment once. But yeah, honestly, it is just a little bit too much for me to handle as of right now, and I don't really need a second car. I know once I start driving the turbo tag, I might find that I want another car because that thing is going to be, you know, a little bit of a pain in the butt to drive considering it has a stage 5 clutch, and also the intercooler is only about like 3 to 4 inches off the ground. So I'm going to be constantly worried about scraping that on speed bumps, anything like that. It's going to probably get dented. I really hope it doesn't get torn off at some point. I might even have to raise the suspension in the front, which will look kind of weird to me. But we'll see once we get there if I'm gonna have to do that. But that is basically it for this video. So bottom line, I'm trying to get the turbo tag running. I've pretty much lost all focus on the $500 tag. I have 2 motor mounts inside for the transmission and the AC mount, and those help because, you know, obviously because the motor kind of tilts like that. So that's gonna help with the motor, and I need to put those on, but I just don't really have the energy. I just want to focus on this one. But yeah, hopefully we'll have everything resolved on the turbo taggy by tomorrow night. Now, if I upload this video tonight, then that'll be tomorrow night, but I might upload this in the morning like I usually do. So, you know, it'll be tonight. So yeah, that is basically it for this video, guys. I just want to let you guys know what is going on with the turbo tag and the $500 tag right now. So I'm just trying to keep you guys in the loop. Also, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I'll probably put it, you know, up here on the screen or down in the description below. I'm starting to post on there more often, so whatever happens to my car tomorrow night, I will most likely post on Instagram. So if you guys are not following me yet, go follow down there for more updates, and then hopefully we will be on the dyno in a week or 2 if everything goes well. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, to follow the turbo tag build, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.